Welcome to C++ tutorials. It's a text base, and basically this tutorial is just going to be about if you want to switch to Visual Studio Express 2015, 2013. I don't know if there's 2016, but whatever version you want to switch to, basically how to do that. So download it, and you're going to end up here. So basically, just like on CodeBlocks, you go to File, New Project. But for here, we're going to go to Visual C++ down here, go to General, Empty Project. And then once we do that, we'll get this in our Solution Explorer. If you don't see Solution Explorer over here, go to View and then click Solution Explorer, or click Control W as you see right here, the shortcut. So in the Solution Explorer, we have source files. And basically that's what we want our CPP file to be in. So as you can see, source, our resource files, like databases and stuff, our header files, which is for other classes that we make, and external dependencies. So to go down to source files, go to right click on it, click add, go to new item, and make sure you're on Visual C++, and go to C++ file. Down here it says source.cpp, but I'm going to use main.cpp like I always do. Click add, and that'll add the source file into Visual Studio. And we're just going to go down, double click on main.cpp, and then just begin to build our program as we did in CodeBlocks before. But there is one thing that is a little bit different about this programming language, or not the programming language, but programming IDE, which stands for Integrated Development Environment. Visual Studio requires something system pause, which is a code that you put in your main. So if you remember in CodeBlocks, we used return 0, which was this right here, to end end our main, which basically said, okay, I'm done using everything in main, I'm done calling all my functions, return 0, which means I'm done using my program. So basically that's what we did in CodeBlocks. Not basically, it is what we did in CodeBlocks. And just for an example, we'll go back to CodeBlocks. As you can see, CodeBlocks already makes this main CPP and sources file for you, or folder for you, but you can see return 0 is there. But in Visual Studio Express 2013, basically the only different thing is you have to do this: system dot parentheses, in parentheses put quotations, and do it with semicolon, and in the parentheses put pause in capital letters. And it's important that you have this put in your main. It tells basically the screen that pops up when you compile your program. It tells that screen to stop. I'm sorry, you don't put the dot there. So that's a different programming language. But basically, you don't put the dot there, and that tells the compiler to stay there. So basically, when I see out to the screen, hello, or whatever you're doing in your main function, calling your functions, calling your classes, or whatever, it tells this window right here, this command prompt, this window, whatever you want to call it, it tells it to stay there. So it's saying pause this, and when I'm done using it, I'll click any key to continue, which is basically already something that's built into this function right here. So it says press any key to continue. If you press enter, it'll close it and it'll successfully run that program. So that's basically the only thing that you have to do different in Visual Studio. And again, you go up here to File, New Project, Visual C++, General, and Empty Project. When you load your empty project, you go to Source Files, go to Add, New Item, and Visual C++, C++ file. And if you know how to add classes from my tutorials, you should know how to add a header file or a class to Visual Studio based on what you did in CodeBlocks. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, post them in the comment section below. And as always, subscribe to my channel and check out the rest of my videos. And until next time, I will see you later.